these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work first. This rivalry might be a little more heated than you realize. The Gators and the Bayou Bengals locked up at 10 at the half, but Florida poured it on in the second and served a reminder to everyone. Touchdowns win games, not field goals.
Yeah, and DJ Lagway was sensational throwing it, playing at home. Their defense did an outstanding job as well. And David, I think when you look back last year to the Gators and their finish of the season, this was the game that kick-started it. Winning this game gave them confidence to beat Ole Miss the following week.
They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Anderson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, what a cut! He'll work his way down to the 28. LSU right back to the line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires deep toward the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Trying to barrel in. And he'll take it in and house keeps it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He'll sneak it.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The field goal is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Gators offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride.
Oh, he ruins the big Gator with a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let him make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to him, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Handoff from the gun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker is Anderson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Durham. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. LSU 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And his throw is incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He'll keep it himself. Shows him the stiff arm. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, will make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some... There he goes! Powers through. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Plows through the defense. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up and making the big play.
Fires to the big fella. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking for a big play. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Livingston. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
Goose egg, and this should be a game ball for the defensive coordinator. They have been lights out all game long, stopping the run, stopping the passing attack to come up with a big interception to really put a stamp on this shutout late.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Gives it on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Escapes the sack. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on